everyone and welcome back to another Sims 4 building video, and today I'm taking you on a delulu journey of building actual real homes that actually exist and are for sale. Recently loads of these TikTok videos have been popping up for me for real estate that you can purchase, mostly in England, but some Irish ones have come up too, so it got me the idea, let's try and build them, because I clearly can never own something like this in real life because I cannot afford it, but a girl can dream. Also, these brand new homes get me really excited about the building and trying to furnish it and visualize it in The Sims. I don't know, there's just something so exciting about homes. I just really like building, I guess. Maybe I should be a real estate agent. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Or a builder. Today we're going to be looking at this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that really already looks like it belongs in The Sims. The building is kind of weird, very modern, very minimalistic. These homes normally in either England or Ireland would be built in an estate, so imagine like 15 of those in a line all together. They're all the same. People purchase them and then change the insides themselves. The insides, you mean the inner furnishings, the inner decoration. What? Instantly, I'm just going to count. I have it on my phone here so I can kind of work away with the visual. I'm going to count how many tiles I think there will be at the front, and that way it's going to give us the rough, I guess, size. So I'm looking at the front door and it already reminds me of this door from the Eco Lifestyle pack. That kind of looks very similar to it. I guess it's white. So that is already 2 squares taken up for the door. Then we have like a weird block here. I don't know, am I meant to do something along the lines of this? I don't know, maybe. It's very grey as well, and there isn't many nice grey swatches in The Sims 4. Shocker. What's new? Sims 4 can't have something that I want. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad. Weirdly enough, I started with so much detail around the front. We haven't even done anything else, but we're almost finished. So then I guess another wall then for a window, and then another wall, and that kind of feels like that's all I can do. But let me see what kind of windows we can use. Like, obviously we can use this one, which I think probably is going to make the most sense considering the upstairs has like a double version of that. How many times have I given out that we don't have enough like European windows? Here I am again, stuck with all these like American windows. Then over here by the door, I suppose there's only one more block. I mean, those blocks in the video do seem a little bit wider than that, but I guess we don't really have an option for wider blocks, so should I just leave it off like that? Although, let me think about this. If I put an upstairs, this is the weirdest way of building a house, but just let me figure this out for 1 second. If this window goes there, already I hate how that looks. I guess this wall should be a bit higher then. Yeah, but you see, look at this then. That's not going to make any sense. So we'd realistically have to make this smaller and then a window here and a window here. I didn't think I'd be this picky doing this. I kind of thought we'd be definitely after moving into the inside of the house by now. Yeah, I feel like we should extend it by another bit. How am I supposed to count the amount of walls that there would be in the back of the house? It only feels like there would be 6. Well, that makes me think that the front of the house is way too wide then. Okay, right. I figured it out. This is definitely the most clunkiest way of building a house. Maybe we'll do 10 because I'm thinking we do still have to fit a whole sitting room, a bathroom, and like stairs somehow downstairs. So let's just give ourselves a bit of room. The ceiling I feel like is very high, but very modern. You got to get rid of those little overhangs, a nice little dark trim, and a dark roofing. Cute. I feel like I might do this one actually. This kind of brick probably reminds me of this house the most. I was kind of torn between that one and this one that actually comes with the English pack. But I think that one looks a little bit too run down and too old, whereas this house is obviously a brand new build. So we got to do something nice on the outside. But again, The Sims failing me with the swatches. Like, what do you mean? Why is there not like a nice beigey stone swatch? Not fully happy with how that looks. But anyway, now I am realizing that somehow there's like a little incline to the house, which somehow I ignored, probably potentially because I cannot build little inclines, but let's give that a go. So then I suppose we use the terrain tool, which is not something I like to use because I'm very bad at using it. Okay, so we have to create some sort of like a driveway incline, which is going to have to really match the height of the house, which Oh my god. See, I'm not very good at using this tool, so please bear that in mind. Okay, there we go. I want it to be the same size as the house. See, it's just doing its own thing. Okay, that's fine. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to make sure that we have like a driveway area here. Wow. Dare I say I did it? Oh my God. Is that kind of how it looks? Whoa, I think I just learned something today. How to use the terrain tool. Just keep spamming this button and eventually, hopefully, something will come of it. The garden area is actually big enough, so I'm just going to fill the majority of the space like this. Now, stunning. Let's not worry about this side of the house because that kind of looks like it already has a bit of a decline. We don't really have like a wire fence, but we do have this one from the horse ranch pack, which weirdly enough kind of suits this aesthetic. See, this is where I'm gonna have an issue with the trim because the trim is like flush with the wall, but we don't have ones that are flush with the wall that also have the same beigey kind of color. So that is just so frustrating. Surely you guys in America have like beigey stones. I have this one from, this is just Felix Andre and Harry CC, and I am tempted to use it just purely because I can't get anything that The Sims could provide to make this look any bit decent and any bit similar. So I guess we're gonna have to go for it. I'm very sorry. I don't like using CC because I am aware that you guys do like to download my builds, and I don't like when there's CC because I don't want to force you to download CC. I am just painting this, and now I've realized that I feel like the house should be pushed back a bit, and that's just going to wreck all of my terrain. Do I really have to do it? Oh God, this house. No. Okay, let's not worry about the outside, okay? Maybe let's forget about the outside altogether and let's move on because I am getting unnecessarily stressed. Perfect. I'll fill that with some beautiful hedges and let's move on into the inside of the house finally. We're inside of the house now, and this is where it's going to get fun. So when they first go through the door, the first thing you see on your right hand side is the stairs, which makes sense. And I suppose the stairs are like a good 2 blocks. I want to say blocks as in like the squares, 2 squares away from the main wall. So let's just get a random set of concrete stairs and just chuck them in like that. And then to your left, you instantly have your living area. I think the way I'm going to determine the living area is actually by how many blocks the kitchen have, because looking at the bathroom, there's like a bathroom kind of utility area in between the kitchen and the sitting area, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, in the video it looks like it's only 2 blocks, but I'm thinking we might have to make it like a 3 thing. So let me just go into the kitchen. It kind of looks like there is 6 going this way. So is this house like totally longer than I expected? There's no way this house is that long, surely. I don't think we have counters like those ones, like very nice and sleek modern ones, because again, what do we have in The Sims? Maybe these ones actually. Probably these will be the best. In the video there's 5 going that way, but I'm just gonna do 4. Then there is 1 going that way, and then there is these long ones, and annoyingly enough we don't have long ones to match that particular cabinet. Oh God, that's gonna annoy me so bad. Like they don't actually match and they look hideous, the 2 of them, like that. So maybe let's not do that. Why in the name of God do they make this at an angle like that? Oh my God, no. I wish I could make my own pack of things I would love in The Sims. There's a separate oven and stove situation, so let's try do that. Black, so let's put in a black one, I suppose. And then the actual like hob, the stove is here, and we just have one of these. In The Sims it looks rotten. In real life it looks a lot better, I must say. Then we have a cool black sink like that over here, and honestly that's kind of all they have in the kitchen. And you know, obviously this house is still to be purchased, but I don't know whether they would add like an island here or not, but I'm thinking kind of like a grand maybe dining table would be quite nice. Underneath the stairs they actually also have a little room. Obviously we can't really do that, but I'm thinking we could just do something like that, okay, where we pretend that that is the continuation of the stairs, even though our stairs cannot be that long, but we can put like a little door here as well, and you can have like your little, I don't know, your hoover, your brooms, I don't know, like all that fun stuff. And this room now, this is actually a very good idea, and this is a very European thing as well, in the sense that this, my grandmother's house pretty much looks like that. Well, not exactly like that, but the bathroom would actually house your your washing machine and your dryer. And now actually that I'm thinking about it and counting the walls, I actually feel like this room is too big. Because if you think about it, like there is a little wall, I guess kind of like that. You'd have like the washing machine and the dryer situation here. And then like a few cabinets or shelves. So you come in, your sim has enough space to do their drying and washing. But then also you have a little toilet here. So you put the toilet right here and the sink kind of weirdly across from it. Like kind of have nothing in this corner. I guess it doesn't really make sense that way, but that's just the way it seems to be. So we're gonna have to not ask any questions and move on. And radiators in England and Ireland particularly, they are a necessity because we are always cold. It is always damp in Ireland. So we do need to heat our houses. We do need to get that heat through the walls and heat through the house to initially get rid of the mold and prevent it from happening. That is a very, very important thing. I am noticing that there is no window in this bathroom, which I mean, like there is a good area by that toilet to pop in a little window, like some sort of a thing. There is a little vent, but as we kind of know, vents don't really do much in a bathroom. It's still going to get a little disgusting. See, they only really have like these vents in the Sims, so I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna put one in here because you just have to have either a window or a vent in the bathroom. You just have to. Obviously there's no shower, so we don't have to worry about mold and things like that, but still, if we are in Ireland, there will be mold, so definitely put that radiator in. Let's maybe move on upstairs for a minute and actually work on the layout, and then I might do a very quick kind of furnishing look to show you what I would think the house would look like with furnishings in it. Right, coming up the stairs, they kind of almost have like a cool angular stairs moment at the top of their stairs. We obviously cannot do that, so let's not even think about that. Let's not worry about it. It kind of looks like the landing area is really only like 3 tiles wide this way, and we should only really be coming up the stairs around here, and the bedroom would be starting around this area. So I guess I could do something like that. There's also this weird room next to the bedroom. I think it's like a little hot press, so that's where your boiler would go, and then you would have a door to your bathroom. Then you would have another little in-cut area, and you would do this, and yeah, I suppose then that would join up with this wall, and that would be your landing. I don't like the way it looks, but let's not think about it. So that would be your bathroom inside there, which essentially looks way smaller than what the video suggests. And then this would be split into 2 separate little spare bedrooms, which looking at them, they do have kind of like small half square windows, which again, we don't have windows like that. So I'm thinking, what if I actually just use this one from the Snowy Escape pack? And technically this bedroom is meant to be this size, and I think the second bedroom is meant to be that little bit smaller because it only has a tiny little one singular window. Yeah, like in The Sims, again, it doesn't really make, oh, I just realized this is this is not meant to be like that. So I think I'm gonna have to take these in a bit. I'm kind of happy with the way the downstairs size looks, so maybe I'll just make these rooms a bit smaller. I mean, at this point I was just about to say that The Sims obviously has just such different scaling, so we're just gonna have to get over it. Now, another thing that's really bugging me in this is that there actually is no window in this bathroom upstairs. Usually in Irish homes like that, you wouldn't have a window in a bathroom if there was a second house attached to you, but this house is not attached, so they well could have put in a little window, which would create better ventilation, better mold prevention, better air quality, but they didn't. And I feel personally, with living in Ireland for so many years, comparing that to just say Poland, you could have bathrooms with no windows in Poland because the moisture level is different. Whereas in Ireland and in England, in a couple of years time, this brand new build is going to start hatching mold in the corner of the bathroom, and you can put in as many vents as you want, but all you can really do with mold, with the amount of moisture consistency in the air, is just to open the window and just let natural air dry it out, especially in the summertime. Keep your windows open. So the fact that this bathroom in this brand new build doesn't have a window, like, that's setting you up for failure. Obviously that was a lot easier and quicker for them to build because I feel like a half of these builds are built pretty poorly and without like future planning ahead of what the house will look like in just say 5-10 years. I can guarantee you that bathroom is not going to look very nice, especially with such a small landing upstairs and 3 bedrooms. Imagine like 2 parents in this room, a kid in this room, a kid in this room, they all go for a shower one after another. Do you really think that vent is going to dry out all the walls after all the moisture? It's really not. That is something that really does trigger me about these new builds. They are, you know, they're practical space-wise. They do really make the space work, especially in estates where you would find like hundreds of these homes stacked together to fit as much population as possible. I get that, but we do have to think about the long-term effects of moisture in the air in these countries. Maybe this would work in America, but I really don't think it's going to work in Ireland. The space of it though, to be fair, is pretty nice, especially for like a starting family. I love the actual layout of the house. I think that it's nice to have this little utility room with a bathroom. And in the video, they actually do suggest that when you are purchasing this house, which you actually do a 50% purchase, which I just don't understand how you could purchase 50% of the home and then pay rent until you pay off the 50% and then buy the other 50% after you pay the rent for that year. Doesn't really make sense, but let's not get into that. But you can actually switch your living area with the kitchen, but I just don't think the kitchen should be as you first come in. I think it would be better to have your living space as you first come into the house. So give me a couple of minutes while I just do a very quick, a very basic furnishing. I'll put down some flooring and kind of show you what I would leave this house at for sale purposes. Okay guys, so I have completed what I think I would furnish this home if I just say was the landlord and I was gonna sell it off. I found a few little things I don't like about this house with the long-term effects that it will have on living in it. So I have done a very basic kind of catalog style to show off what the home will look like when it has a few little bits and bobs in it. So I think that with the most of the new builds that you purchase, you will get the majority of your furnishings, but like toilets and kitchens and stuff would be included, but the rest wouldn't. But I kind of wanted to give the illusion that maybe you will get a couple of things, because after all, these are meant to be like smaller, more affordable homes. Well, actually, I don't know whether they're supposed to be affordable or not, but anyway, this is my illusion. This is your little entryway sitting room area, which will lead you straight to the kitchen slash dining. Now the kitchen and dining room, it actually has a little bit of potential that you could technically either move, you know, maybe the kitchen table into the center more a little bit and have something else going on in that corner, or else you can totally just put that over to the left and have an island little situation here as well. So there is a lot to play around with this kitchen, and it obviously leaves you out into the back garden, which I cannot be bothered to build in this video, to be honest with you, because I've lost all hope when I was building this house. I actually, as much as I do like the inside of it, it just really makes me sad how it's just such a small little crevice, you know? And like in this world, yeah, it may look so cute and nice, but in those estates, there would be like hundreds of others there, and you're just glued to your next door neighbors, and all of their homes look the same. That's why especially when I moved upstairs, I just wanted to put in a little bit of something that was stylized to inspire the new tenants moving in, such as this bathroom, which I did switch around because in the reality of things, the shower was actually on the left hand side and it made sense, but in The Sims it did not. And this is a little vent that's going to be working overtime in trying to get everyone's humid things out the house. I don't know, that vent, let's say a little prayer for that vent, because it's gonna have to do a lot of work. Then this is your grand bedroom, your master bedroom, which I do actually like. I think it's a very nice spacious room, and it does have nice big windows which are a little bit high up from the ground, but I mean, it makes sense from the outside. From the inside, it doesn't really look very well. There is a built-in wardrobe, but in The Sims I don't like the way the built-in wardrobes look, so I just put in a regular wardrobe in there. And again, there is a lot of space in this room where you could put the bed maybe like this. You can have actually a little study nook inside there if you wanted. There is a lot to play with the shape of this master bedroom. It is quite big. And then these are the two spare bedrooms, which one of them I turned into a little study space, because study slash workspace to me is more important than a little baby room. I don't know, I just have that implanted in my head. I'm not really a kids person, so when I build these homes, it's usually like spare bedroom for the guests and also my workroom so I can edit my YouTube videos. I never really make these like children's bedrooms, but again, this could absolutely be switched in a heartbeat. I could have a little maybe toddler bedroom in here, and then, you know, either maybe like a teen bedroom inside this, because this is a spacious enough little single bed. You could fit a double bed into this room. I feel, yeah, you could actually fit a nice double bed into this room and make it like grandma's room or something if you wanted to. But that is what I did with those spare rooms. Let me know if you do the same as what I just did, because I don't want to seem like a mean person. I don't really play with kids in The Sims. I don't really like kids in general. I mean, they're fine. Sorry. Okay, let me reverb that. Kids are fine. fine, just not for me. Anyways, but this is what the upstairs looks like. There are things that I would change about this, and also just the idea of it just being a little sliver in the reality of the grand scheme of things, where there will be 100 more of these, just makes it a little bit claustrophobic feeling for me. I think that's why I decided to make the space feel so airy and so bright, and, you know, make it feel like you have a little bit of something, because that house technically, yeah, there would be one like right next door. They still could have put a window into the bathroom, so that's on them. As I said, this house does have a big enough garden. To be fair, in the videos they do show that there is a nice bit of space in the back. I don't want to build the back of it, to be honest with you, mainly because it involves more terrain tool and I clearly just don't like it. Maybe in the next video we can do a terrain video, but I'm gonna leave this build the way it is. I mean, it probably would be a cute idea if I save this build, just say, or else make another one, and we do it on like a massive lot. Okay, picture this. We do it on like the 60 by 40 lot, or whichever one the biggest is, and we have like loads of them, and we actually create like an English or Irish inspired estate. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to see that. We can also rent that out, and maybe that could be something we rent out to our little tenants in our for rent let's play. I think that would be a cute little idea, just after we purchase the castle, hopefully sometime in the foreseeable future. Please let me know what you think about more realistic builds like this, because that is one of my favorite things to do, envision what things would look like in The Sims. So let me know what you thought of this build and what you think of my idea to turn this into an actual estate, because so far it's not an estate home, it's just a small little sad cheese block. If you're new here, as per usual, don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to let me know down in the comments what you thought of it and what you think of the no window in the bathroom situation. Are you on my side with this? Surely you're on my side with this. Anyways guys, I shall see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.